it's time. It's almost there now. You guys have worked quite a bit. आपने 1-2 साल से preparation किया हुआ है. अब the time is to consolidate everything and get ready for the examination. So what I'll do is I'll give you a set of do's and don'ts. 5 do's and 5 don'ts is like the 10 commandments to get ready for the examination and the final rush towards the finish line. So to do, number 1, you must revise and re-revise and consolidate. Go through all your notes and summaries that you have made till now. Make sure you also practice. Practice questions, practice some old tests, find out how you want to manage your time. So consolidate, revise and practice. Not to do is, don't open up any new books. Don't open up any new tests to practice. Don't go for the open tests that you see across on the websites. Do what you already have done and consolidate. That's the point. And in this case, I think the documents we have shared with you free of cost on our website of Edukemi, the final pages, that should help you on polity, on history, on economy, on current affairs. Please go through those, the final pages. So that's first to do and first not to do. Number 2, to do and not to do. You must mentally start organizing how you want to strategize answering the question paper. क्या होता है, question paper लेते ही we start off solving questions without seeing the complete range of questions. So ऐसे last year हुआ था, some of you got those booklets. The history के questions are almost unsolvable. And if there are 5-6 such questions you can't solve, it impacts your confidence. Don't do that. So as a part of your preparation, getting ready for it, start strategizing that you have to see the entire question paper, that identify which are the easier portions you want to attempt first, and no matter what, there will always be questions which you can answer. Go for those questions first. So tell yourself while practicing that you will not go through a sequential type of answering the questions. मतलब कि पहले मैंने 1 solve किया, फिर 2 solve किया, फिर 3 solve किया, ऐसे नहीं करना. This is called a sequential. इसमें अगर 2-3 questions नहीं आता है आपको, it will impact your confidence. So to do is strategize. Not to do is sequentially attempt. To do is make sure you have read the entire question paper and identify which you want to attempt. Not to do is jump into a question without a proper look into the entire question paper. That is your second to do and not to do. Now what I will recommend is, you should all be very flexible in your approach. Meaning, don't enter the classroom or your test room with a preset mindset कि मुझे economy में अच्छा कर देना है, that I'll answer all the questions of polity, that I will attempt 95 questions, that I will not touch questions on mental ability, that I will not try to attempt questions on verbal. Don't have that mindset. Keep it flexible. Because in the examination question paper, you have no clue what you actually might get in your favor. So don't go with the mindset to solve a particular type of questions. But yes, of course, try attempting as many as you can with some risk element, taking chances, but don't take too much of extreme chances. So that's part of your second to do and not to do. The third, what happens is in the last phase of preparation, many of you start focusing only on the current affairs. You start looking up your current affairs notes and probably the booklets. Last 2 years, we have found a lot of questions come from the core areas, core polity, core history, core economy, and some of them are very, very important, basic, if not elementary, but basic foundation type of concepts. So make sure you're divided the time between preparing for the core areas also and not solve only the current affairs type of questions in practice and not revise current affairs alone. So to do is practice core areas also. Not to do is don't focus on current affairs alone. The fourth to do and not to do is about your sleep schedule. I know some of you have been working hard and some of you are more efficient working late in the night. But now I think you must set your body clock right. Set your sleep cycle right. I'll suggest sleep at or retire by 10 or 11 o'clock. Wake up in the morning and keep all the practice sessions, revisions for the morning as early as 4:30, 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Don't end up working for 17, 18, 20 hours without any rest. It'll impact your alertness next day morning. I know of people who have worked the whole night, not studied well, and the next day they are not alert. They also have sense of fatigue and they miss out on some of the critical questions that they should have answered. The fifth point, to do and not to do, is be positive. This examination ultimately comes down to your sense of confidence. Out of 100 questions that you answer and attempt, you will not have more than 25 or 30 questions that you can answer with 100% conviction and confidence. The bulk of the questions you'll answer are based on elimination, some logical reasoning, some amount of guesswork, where your confidence is very important. So if you start believing in yourself that you have studied, if you start trusting your instincts, that you can take on questions that you probably have read somewhere in the past, that impacts your chance of qualifying, it impacts your odds, it impacts how you ultimately perform. So to do is be positive. Not to do is start losing faith in yourself. I know this is easier said than done, but that's an amount of mental training you have to put yourself through. And one important way you can do this is, don't put too much of pressure on yourself and make it a matter of life and death. This is an examination. I always tell my students, at the end of the day, this is one of the career options. If you can put yourself out of the pressure, if you can get yourself out of that stress under must qualify conditions, you will perform better. And some of you come from good backgrounds, studied well, practiced well, you invested time. So make sure that you start believing and trusting the efforts that you have put in. And this actually boils down to the last 1 or 2 hours in the examination hall. I have covered the 5 do's and the 5 don'ts. They are about, number 1, revise, consolidate. Number 2, they're about strategizing how you prepare for the question in the examination hall. Don't go with fixed notions of what you will do. In the cricket parlance, we say, do not prejudge a ball and position yourself according to how you want to play. We say, play the ball according to how it comes to you. So don't get fixated there. Then we had one suggestion around preparing your core areas also. Don't focus only on current affairs. Make sure you sleep well, train your body clock proper, and finally have confidence. Now, to cap all of this, a special request on a couple of things about how you fill up your forms. Lot of people make a mess of when they fill up the forms. आपको भरना क्या है? आपका नाम, your name, your roll number, your center code, and the question booklet A, B, C, D category. These 4 important, fill up that you have to do. And in case you make a mistake, students start applying whitener or students start scratching those bubble boxes, don't do that. If you make a mistake in filling up those details, tell your center invigilator, tell your center in charge. They do sometimes change the OMR, though I can't confirm that. But you please do not do all the scratching using a blade or a whitener. So be careful about the way you fill up your forms. We don't want your forms to be rejected because of one silly mistake. I think it's a criminal mistake to make. The second suggestion will be, make sure that you go and have a look at your center also. Being on time is important. We do know of examples where people end up late and their attendance is not marked and they are not allowed into the center. Take one day off or half a day off, go and see where your center is. At least have an idea about how much time you might need to travel to your center. Very small things, but it does matter. And a third very important special request for all of you is that when you are solving the paper, make sure you bubble your OMR sheet as you progress. What I mean by this is, don't answer the question in the rough first. 1B, 2C, 3B, 5C, 6D, and then transfer them in bulk. Don't do that. Because in case you miss 1 or 2 questions, the entire sequence of darkening the bubbles will get messed up. So as you answer, so I've answered 1A, then immediately transfer and darken the bubble on OMR also. I answer 2C, immediately darken 2C. Don't keep the darkening part for the end. Many a times, students don't anticipate the time they will take to darken and fill up the OMR sheet. Even that can cause lot of errors and you might lose marks. So by and large, be alert, be confident, revise, consolidate, be positive. And my best wishes to all of you. I'm sure we will manage to come over this trauma of preparation and do much better for the mains examination. All the best. My wishes from Edukino.